In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing rainy morning? How are you guys doing this amazing morning? We are going to bring the sunshine as always, but I want to know what's going on in your neck of the woods. How's the weather over there? Again, our weather is gloomy and rainy today, and it would be amazing if I had my plants out. They're not out yet. I do have my strawberry plants out and my water jug sown lettuce outside, but that's it. I don't have any of the other stuff in the ground yet. Still don't have my fence up, so that's something that I'll be working on within the next few weeks. I want to say this weekend, but this weekend we won't be here. We will be in Philly at CandleCon, so we will not be here this weekend. But maybe if I have time, I'll do it. I know I'm super busy trying to get everything ready for the new products that I have coming up for Bubble Babes. It's our 14th year in business. It's my 10th year of having my brush soap, and one of my friends had sent that message to me, and I was like, oh my goodness, 10 years. So, yeah. So, today we are going to be talking about TikTok. Yesterday, we had our Speak Your Mind and Unwind. We'll talk about that. But before I get into all of that stuff, welcome, everybody, to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And today, I want to deep dive into, that's what AI use all the time. I want to deep dive into TikTok. Now, I went down a rabbit hole this morning, and I think I'm going to continue to go down the rabbit hole because there's some other things that I'm looking at, and we don't know everything. We know what they're telling us. We know certain things. We don't know everything, and so I want to dig deeper into this, and so. This is just me scratching the surface. I'm going to share a video that I shared on our Speak Your Mind and Unwind last night about TikTok, and just a different perspective and just different thoughts. So, so we can have the way that we think, we can have different perspectives, so it's not just one way. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to be doing. But let me check and see who's in the building. Oh, and I also brought my book up here for y'all. Now I got to move my stuff around, shuffle my stuff up. I bought me some plain water upstairs because yesterday I had me a very concentrated glass of cup of lemon water, and it works. So I bought the book upstairs. This is the book that I was talking about, Eat Right for Your Type. And I'm not supposed to be eating sugar. I told y'all, I told them yesterday I had a bowl of ice cream for breakfast yesterday. Talk about I'm grown, yeah. But not part of my diet plan at all. But I bought the book upstairs to show you guys the book. The book is Eat Right for Your Type by Dr. Peter J. Diamo. So, go get you one of these. Or I'm not sure if you can. I mean, I do know that you can get it from, what did I say this thrift store was? I think it's Thrift Books, and you can get it for like $5. Almost new, like new. That's the condition of the book. So Definitely check it out. So let me check and see who's in the building this morning. I did see Cousin's in the building. Cousin is first. You guys know Cousin as the best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on earth is in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, good morning, my hearts. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you loving the new place? Let us know, let us know. Good morning, Melody. Melody said, good morning. Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech is in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. Tell Jordan, good morning for us. Big Meech also said, please hit the like button. Yes, everybody, please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like button. Please and thank you. Good morning, Christina. Welcome back, girl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Steltra. Miss Steltra said, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda said, good morning, family. It's hot and sunny here. How is it hot and sunny over there? We're in the same state, but you know, I'm in the mountains and it is gloomy and rainy. It is Sleepy Hollow over here. Good morning, LaRasha. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. You didn't put the whole lemon in it, did you? No, I did not. I didn't put any lemon in it yet. Just water. I didn't put any lemon in it yet. If any, I don't know if Nikki's still selling these. I know she had a few left. If you guys wanted one of the BBU glasses, it comes with the wooden top and a glass straw. So she is Nubian's Corner. I call her Nubian Sunshine all the time, but Nubian's Corner. Check it out. I did not put lemon in it yet, but I will be putting it in when I get off. When I get off, I will. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? I will tell him thank you. I'll let you know after Philly walking around. I know. Got to get them boxes unpacked and ready to live in, ready to live in, not live in a box, but live in the house. Yes. Okay, so yesterday we had our Speak Your Mind and Unwind, and it was a fun session. I love the fact that we can, get together, have conversation with each other. There was no animosity, no hard feelings, no judgment. You basically said what you want. We spoke about things from religion to, the things that they say people are not supposed to speak about. We spoke about religion. We spoke about Donald Trump. We spoke about politics. We spoke about TikTok. We spoke about conspiracies, because that's what I live in conspiracy theory land. And so we had a good time. We had a good old time. And so we're going to talk about some of that today. How are you guys feeling about TikTok being banned? Let me know in the chat. How are you guys feeling about TikTok being banned? Does it matter to you? You didn't use it anyway. You're going to lose money. Are you going to lose your following? Let me know in the chat. What are you guys' thoughts about TikTok? Let me know. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. I watched your interview this morning with your mom. That was super cool. I love that. Sucks that I missed it. My migraine is not letting me live my life. Oh, I hate migraines. I understand. Totally understand, Big Meech. I'm slow because I don't understand how to go to the sessions. I was looking for an email. Please send me directions. Okay. So in order for you to get into our Speak Your Mind and Unwind sessions, I put out the information in the community. I only put the link in the community. I do send out an email, but the email only will lead you to the community, because I want you guys to be interactive. I want you to engage with me in the community as well. So I'm building a community. I need you guys. I can't build it without people. I need y'all. So that's where I put the link. Not sure. Don't use it that much. Got you. I forgot. It's okay. For the next one, I will send out a reminder, because they were saying, everybody who was there last night was saying that they didn't get the reminder. And I'll automatically assume, because Zoom says that it does this, anybody who registered, they get a message a half an hour before the actual live, and it didn't send out any messages. So I'm definitely going to be sending out an email for those that registered 15 minutes beforehand, so that you can remember to log in. Where in the community? Because I didn't see a link. Let me grab it really fast. And I also put remember I was talking about how to start your seeds in water jugs. That is also in there too. So if you guys want to start your seeds and you don't have limited spacing, you can start them in water jugs as well. So that's in there. I don't use TikTok that much, so it doesn't matter to me. And a lot of people are not really using it, but the people who are using it and finding it to be amazing because of its selling platform, because of the community that it builds and how it puts you in front of your audience immediately and you don't have to go searching for them. That's the aspect that people are really fighting for TikTok. And I think also for, not I think, but also for freedom of expression and stuff like that. But now it's been signed that it's going to be banned. And what I am wait, before I get to that, I did want to say something else. I forgot. I'll probably come back to it. Maybe I won't. But it wasn't important. Um, Doing this digging, I find that TikTok is also banned. It's not just banned in the United States. The United States is not the first people to ban TikTok, right? TikTok is banned, and I'll be reading from Economic Times in the tech section. Also, where else did I get some information from? USA Today. I have some information and I got my notes here and I don't want to forget anything, right? So according to Economic Times in the tech section, several countries have banned TikTok. Several countries have banned TikTok. And I'll tell you why. Several countries, including India, EU, Australia, Belgium, Canada, France, New Zealand, UK, and Afghanistan have banned TikTok. They have banned TikTok. I like TikTok. I use it a lot, so it's going to be a transition. I like IG, but TikTok better. Yeah. I like TikTok better too. I don't use it as much as I do IG, but I think it's just a habit thing. But all of these other countries have banned TikTok. So leaves you to question, why are these other countries banning TikTok? They're also feeling the same thing. They're also feeling that TikTok is going to be like a breach in security or information and stuff like that. And so these other countries, they pulled out. India pulled out in 2020, I think. In 2020. In 2020. And these are big countries. These are not, you know what I'm saying? These are big countries. These are big areas. These are big populated areas where were utilizing the app and were making money from it. They were monetized. Kind of sucks because TikTok is fun. Yes, but it may not sound so fun after I say what I have to say today. Right? And again, we know that the United States don't always have our best interests at heart, but maybe they may be onto something here. Maybe they're onto something here. Or maybe it's just everybody's out to get everybody in their own, in their places, in their spaces. But let's get into it. ByteDance launched TikTok in 2017, taking the world by storm. Governments across the world are increasingly barring TikTok from staff devices over privacy and cybersecurity worries. So a lot of places where the government and state representatives and things like that, they cannot have the app on their phone, right? Some have enacted nationwide bans on the app. Okay, so the United Government has banned federal agencies from using TikTok in devices and systems, citing data security concerns. Moreover, at least 34 34 of 50 states, including Texas, Maryland, Alabama, and Utah, have prohibited state government agencies, employees, and contractors from using TikTok on government issued devices. TikTok has a lot of information. Used to have a shop, but I got scared and closed it. Might be too late because they already have my info. Yep. And I was talking about that too. I said when I was deciding, I tried to set it up. It's not operational. It's kind of set up. There's some items on there, but there's nothing else on there. But it was asking me for way too much information, and I felt uncomfortable with the information that it was asking. Yes, you're doing this across the other apps that you're doing, but it just was a little bit more not detailed. It was just a little bit more I don't want to say intrusive, but it is intrusive, right? And they were asking for so much information, and I was like, this is insane. Like, why would you be asking for this? And then I was like, well, maybe because it's a Chinese app, and maybe it's just because they're trying to protect themselves because they are going to be selling other people's products on this platform. And since they're selling other people's products on this platform, maybe they're trying to make sure that everything is okay, copacetic, da da da. And so I said, okay, well, maybe that's what it is. But now that it's coming down the pike, maybe me feeling uncomfortable about the information that it was asking for, I may have been on point. I may not have known exactly, but I knew that I felt something was wrong with it. Now, am I on TikTok? I am on TikTok now, trying to build up my following because, again, TikTok does put you in front of your audience immediately. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to find them like you have to do on Instagram, YouTube, or whatever. They kind of like put you directly in front of your audience. But yeah, we're going to get into some stuff. We're going to get into some stuff. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said good morning and happy terrific Tuesday, ladies. Yes. Yes, we can't use it at work on the work phones, nor the sites, nor visit the sites in VA. Yep. I felt TikTok wanted too much info from me as well, Nikki. Yep. And I said I wouldn't do it. I said nope. They wanted you to take it was a lot of information. There's a lot of information. You had to take pictures of your I'll get all of that for y'all. I'll get all of that for y'all because there was a lot of information in before you even put the store up. I was like, this is not even simple. Like I couldn't even simply put my stuff up there. And I said, no, this is too much. This is, and not because it was complicated, but again, I felt like it was asking me for way too much information. And so I said, I never pulled the trigger on putting making the store active. Never pulled the trigger. Even though it seems like it's very and it's very inviting. A lot of people are really doing their thing on TikTok. A lot of TikTok shops are taking off. A lot of people are really doing business on TikTok, which is a great thing, but at what cost? So again, yes, we are doing great business, but at what cost are we doing this business, right? And so we may be reaping the benefits now, but then what happens later, right? So that's where I'm kind of on the fence about all of this, and I don't know if anybody else is. Like Kay said, my red flags went up quick. I was like, no, thank you. Yep. I don't know if anybody else felt this way as far as, when they were trying to set up for TikTok. And again, it looks very inviting. It looks like something that you want to do. It looks like a place where you want to be, especially because again, you're getting in front of your audience, you're building your following, you're making sales, and your business is growing. So it looks amazing. But when you look at the larger scale, are they taking TikTok away from us because of security? Or are they taking TikTok away from us because people are actually making money off of it and they don't really want you to? And then just looking at all of that, it's like, so why are you taking it away? You know what I'm saying? And so we really don't know. And so this is why I'm going to get all the information that I can. I'm going to share the information. I want you guys, if you guys hear anything, you see anything that intrigues you, you see a video or something, share that with me as well, because I want to go deeper into this. I want to know more about this myself, because again, this does seem like an amazing app. To me, I don't think Meta is messing with it. I don't think YouTube is messing with it. Snapchat, if people are still on that, Threads, X, Twitter, whatever it is, I don't think any of those other social media apps are even on the TikTok level. And so, but TikTok, I mean, it's not going to be hard for them to try to incorporate TikTok style ish to the other platforms, but they don't have the algorithm. And according to what everybody is saying, all the tech people, and they're saying the algorithm is the secret sauce. And so I think America wants to get its hands on the algorithm. And again, let's dig deep into this information so that I could share what I found as well. Um, Let me see what you guys are saying. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning. Um, I was filling out the info until it asked me for my social security number. Right. I feel like it's hard to build a community on TikTok. I barely see the content of people I actually follow. Yeah, they usually put, I guess they go with your interest and they put the interest in front of you. So yeah, I don't see the people I follow either. I see potential people that I may want to follow. Good morning. The government knows more than we do. Yep. Because if we're getting this right now, if this is what they're sharing with us right now, this has been in the works. I think it's because they aren't profiting from it. Could be. Our personal information gets breached every other day in the U.S. I mean, we are shopping at Timu and Wish and Shein, and we are shopping AliExpress, Alibaba. We are shopping those places, but if you're putting your business information in there, it has all of your information in there. It's easier to get engagement to build than to build relationships with people. Got you. Um, Let me see. Breach. Okay, I got you. I agree. I get too many TikTok shop ads. Got you. When it first came out, I was like, come into my parlor. Come into my parlor. Said the spider to the fly. My spider senses was tingling. I only use it because friends are on it. Got it. Got it. Was apprehensive of the shops because of the platform. So okay, so we know that the government issued devices can't use TikTok. It cannot be on their phones at all, right? But in India, the prime minister led the government ban TikTok and a host of other Chinese apps nationwide in 2020. So they got rid of the majority of all of China's apps. So not just the TikTok, those games and things like that. They got rid of all of that, right? Citing privacy and security concerns after a clash at the border with China. So I think I put in here. Yes, I did. And in India, a country of 1.4 billion, it took TikTok just a few years to build an audience of 200 million followers. India was its biggest market. So us banning it didn't put a dent in it. You know what I'm saying? But India did it, and they shut it down. Like India shut it down. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. India was its biggest market. Then on June 29, 2020, the Indian government banned TikTok along with 58 other Chinese apps after a simmering conflict between India and China flared into violence at their border. So they felt like, all right, this wasn't something that was everywhere, but information is information. right? Information is information. They banned it because they had a conflict at the border, which resulted in the deaths. Not many, not many. Um, let me see if I put it in here. I know I read it. I don't know if I put it in my notes. Let me see. No, I didn't put it in my notes. I think it was about 6 to 7 Indians that were killed and 4 Chinese that were killed at the border during this conflict. June 29th, 2020. Oh, when is the ban supposed to take place? For us, I think they had 6 months to sell. 6 months to sell to US, or they could extend it to 9. But they already said that they're not selling. I just got a selfie light on TikTok the other day. I just bought that moving tripod and some shorts, some biker shorts, because they were $2.88, and you got 3 pair. So I bought those. Okay, so now remember I was saying, is it because? Well, last night I was saying, so if you weren't there, you didn't hear it. But are they trying to ban TikTok because people can make money off of TikTok, and their businesses are really flourishing off of TikTok, right? And so I said, could that be the reason? And so there was a video that I shared, and I'm going to share that with you after I share this story about TikTok. And are they taking it from people who they're trying to, I don't want to say take advantage of, but you know how they manipulate us as humans. We see it with inflation. We see it with all kinds of things that's going on in the world. And so is it something that they're doing that's taking away from us and taking away from business? Again, like some of you guys were saying, because they are not making money off of it. So there's a TikToker who was saying that he was making money, and then now all of a sudden, since they took it, now he's not making that money. So now is it something that they're doing to cripple people who are making money? Because all types of people are now making money off of, and I want to say not just TikTok, but on social media, period. But TikTok is really giving people that voice and that platform to really make some money, right? So you got people that may not be able to be working in the workforce right now, like the elderly, the younger people. You have single moms, you have, parents, people on homesteads, people everywhere are making money off of this platform. And so is this a way that they're making money, and since they're making money off of it, and again, they're not getting anything off of it, they can't capitalize off of it. Is this why they're trying to take it away? Kind of have you on the fence with a couple of different things, right? Because now, well, if all these other countries are banning TikTok because they feel like it's a security breach, then maybe it is a freaking security breach, right? And also then you have, well, all these people over here, they're making money using TikTok, and the United States is not really making money off of it, or they're not capitalizing it, or they're not exploiting them. Is that the reason? So now you got these two things floating in the air, right? So now you're kind of like, I got to be on the fence about this, because it could be this, it could be that, and both can be true at the same time, right? So let's go into this. Oh, definitely. Let's go into what this guy's doing. Okay, so this guy named Veer Sharma, he's 26. And he said he was 7 million. He has 7 million followers on TikTok. He's very popular. He's the son of a laid off mill worker from Central Indian City. Let's see, and he just finished school. So he was proud because he was popular. Everybody knew who he was. And not only that, besides people knowing who he was making money off of this. And you see everybody on TikTok, their businesses is going crazy. They're buying different things. They're buying warehouses. They're buying new vehicles. And they're just doing things, right? And they're just showing their success and their wealth, and they're happy about it, as they should be, because there is no hate over here, as they should be, right? So this person was earning 100,000 rupees, which is about $1,200 a month, from off of, just being on TikTok. So after the ban, he said, and it said he bought a Mercedes because he was making a lot of money. After the ban in 2020, he said he wasn't getting any income. No income was coming in. And he said he didn't even have time. They like snatched it like that fast from India. He said he didn't really have time to say, follow me here, do this, da 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 da. It was immediate. And he said he barely had time to let his followers know that, they're going to be taking TikTok away from them or whatever. Right? So now, this person was making money, was self-sufficient, was able to take care of himself. So did they take it away because they don't want people to do this? Could be, but I want to share a video with you guys. This is from somebody that I follow on. I follow her on TikTok and I follow her on Instagram. And if you have followers on TikTok, start migrating your followers and tell your followers to follow you wherever you want them to go. So if you want them to go to Facebook, I would advise for them to be on your email list. But wherever social media platform, and then again, I'm going to talk about, is it a ploy for the other social media platforms? Like, is it a ploy for Meta and YouTube to go up? Right? Could be. But I want to share something with y'all. Yes, the prices on everything has gone up, and it doesn't seem like they will be going down. I think they want citizens of this country to be destitute. 45 sold info, and they're worried about. See, but now 45 was saying ban TikTok in 2020. I'm gonna get into that. He said he'd been saying that. But since it came from him, we weren't on it. We weren't on that type of time. We ain't on that type of time. Our president now doing it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But let me share this video with y'all. He been on that. Let me share this video where I got it at right here. All right. I shared this video last night, but I'm gonna share it tonight today, because I want y'all to hear this. A different perspective. One's in the chat if you can see my screen. That's because he wanted top dollar for the info he sold. I'm not so sure about that, Melody. One's in the chat. Let me make it full screen so y'all can see the whole thing. This is Jasmine. I love her videos. And this is what she had to say about TikTok. Let me know if you guys can hear it too. So put ones in the chat if y'all can hear it. One sec. This is
Williams talking about a liar knows the lie that they told. If they hide something on their left, they're going to keep looking at their left, even if they... Let's talk about the TikTok ban. I'm going to say something controversial, and your cognitive dissonance will deactivate your critical thinking the moment that you feel triggered. I'm not trying to offend you, but if you find yourself upset, self-reflect. I saw something from Cat Williams talking about a liar knows the lie that they told. If they hide something on their left, they're going to keep looking at their left, even if they told you that it was on the right. And then he went on to say, Black people have forgotten their identity. White people have not forgotten Black people's identity. This is why we're always under attack. TikTok. Why is TikTok always under attack? I keep seeing videos on it and people are talking about because we're realizing we're in an oppressive regime and we're fighting back against our government because we hate them and we support Palestine. That's the tip of the fucking iceberg. I've been talking about banning TikTok, but this time they're not bluffing, and I wanted to know what was different, and I think it's because we did something that actually worked this time. Think about Starbucks, think about Kellogg, think about the fact that there's a list going around for how many other companies we plan on hitting. Instead of trying to eat the rich, we starve the rich. Y'all have to remember, our government is like NASCAR. Congress, your representatives, your senators, the people that you think are working for you, they are bought and they're paid for. They're like the drivers and the cars. They have 1 to 2 major sponsors and then 50 to 100 mini tiny sponsors. Not the fact that you're just pissed off with your government. It's the fact that you're pissed off in doing something. They are so used to us being kinked out on our comfort. Most of us are sluts for leisure. You like your AC, you like your internet access, you like social media, and they know this. So they know most people will not ride it on. But we started figuring out ways to put dents in the system, pulling your money from Starbucks, from Kellogg. It does, in fact, do something because they have politicians on payroll. So now they're applying pressure to the politicians, and the politicians are applying pressure to this motherfucking bill. I told you earlier that your government is like NASCAR. So those 50 to 100 stickers that are on there are not just large companies or sponsors that you would recognize, like Kellogg and Starbucks and oil companies, or even these companies that are buying up all the single family homes, even though all of this is fucking connected and planned. No, some of these are small private organizations that you've never heard of, but they're funded by people that you know. And you would go, well, what the fuck are they doing in this? Y'all sometimes forget places like Hollywood. The entertainment industry are also government entities. This is literally their partner in propaganda. Who else is going to be pushing their motives and agendas? Y'all have to start looking a little bit deeper. Everything is about a fucking paper trail. TikTok Shop came through and it started platforming businesses overnight. These same people get platformed overnight have the ability to replace the people that we are destabilizing. And y'all are not putting two and two together. We are starting to form a community for real outside of our government. And they see this and it scares them because how else are they going to keep their lights on in their $1,000,000 homes? Let's talk.
What do you guys think about that video? What do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about that? Remember, I said, is it crippling the businesses or is it because of the security? Right? Could be both. But what do we think it is? What do we think it is? What are your thoughts about that video? When I saw the video, I said, you know what? What are we supposed to be going through right now? What are we seeing right now? Increasing everything. It's supposed to be a depression. Increase in all kinds of, in anything. Increases everywhere, right? Except paychecks. Everything you're buying, your rent, your mortgage, bills, your supplies, everything's going up. But the paycheck ain't going up. So people are making money off of this platform and the other platforms, but this platform, people are making money off of this platform. Does that take away what they're trying to do with all of these increases and this depression and this war? Right? Her name is, let me go back and get it for y'all. No, Stevie. One second. Jasmine Garden 23. If y'all don't like witch stuff and occult stuff, and you know, because she goes there, you may want to sort out what you listen to. But she does readings and stuff like that, so you may want to sort through it. But I that video, I was like, yeah, I like her, and she sprays. I like her, and she sprays, brings different perspective. I think it's about crippling businesses. Always, it makes sense. Let me know if you could click her TikTok. It's right there. What do you mean, Melody? I like her, and she sprays, brings, or she always. Oh, I read it. I got you. I got you. And she always brings different perspectives. Yep, I think it's about crippling businesses. Okay, come on, keep the thoughts going. Keep the thoughts going. So when TikTok was banned in India, everybody who had accounts in India, they then moved to Meta. They went to Instagram. They went to the Reels, and they also went to YouTube and they did the YouTube shorts, right? And so they had to find somewhere, they had to find somewhere to go. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Are they trying to bring the business over to Meta? And is it because I know that I'm not the only person that heard it, but a lot of the I guess alphabet agencies and places like that uses Facebook's information to find people for cases and things like that. Has anybody heard anything like that? Has anybody heard of things like that? That Facebook is helping with that kind of information? I've heard it. I've heard it. And so I want to touch on Trump because Trump has a disdain for Facebook, right? And so in 2020, Trump was saying, and this is a quote. In 2020, USA Today said, while in the White House in 2020, Trump attempted to ban the app from the United States unless it sold itself to an American company. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? I don't have a particular liking for either side of, politics. I don't. But does that sound familiar for somebody who hated Republicans? For somebody who everybody thought was, we have. I'm trying to think of how to say it because I don't want to cause too much, But they said it was a bad thing. Remember, they said. Let me just stick to what I read. Let me just stick to this. Let's just stick to this. All right. So while in the White House in 2020, Trump attempted to ban the app from the United States unless it sold itself to an American company. Like I said, does that sound familiar? Is an agenda no matter what side, Republican or Democrat? Is there an agenda no matter what? Makes you think, right? So who does that sound like to y'all? At the time, he said Chinese ownership gave Beijing's authoritarian government access to personal information of American users. This is what Trump said. Anybody with me? Let me know if you with me. Y'all might be behind, but let me know. Let me know. This is Trump's quote. This data collection threatens to allow the Chinese Communist Party access to Americans' personal and proprietary information, potentially allowing China to track the locations of federal employees and contractors, build dossiers of personal information for blackmail, and conduct corporate espionage. Trump said that. Trump said that. But we said he's racist. He don't want us to have this. He don't want us to have nothing. He's friends with this and he hates China and he does that's where we went with it because we were too emotional. Let's take the emotion out of this thing. Let's take the emotion out of this thing, right? But I want to also add that he changed his tune recently. So now he thinks that we should have TikTok. So now we know it's time for elections. Are you now saying you want Americans to have TikTok because it's time for elections? Because now you see how many people were affected and how many people are speaking out. This could turn into potential voters for you. Are you saying it because that's what you're trying to do? Again, we really will never know what the truth is, right? But if you're looking from where I'm standing, I would think that, okay, so we have all of these voting campaigns and things like that. And so we always pull on the triggers to emotions that people have, right? We know police brutality is one of them. Race is always one of them. You know what I'm saying? So we know certain things that happen in schools. School, right? Always, always, always around election years, right? Not saying anything, just saying perhaps it's a coincidence, right? And so they know that they're pulling on the heartstrings of these particular voters. So now is he pulling on the heartstrings of the TikTokers? Or is, you know what I'm saying, like to get them to vote for his side? Could it be? Could it be? That's part of it, but I feel it could be because a certain country is getting friendlier more than the U.S. wants. When China wanted to purchase hotels in San Diego, we said no. Our military bases in San Diego was a stone's throw from Coronado Island. Could be. Could be. But again, before us, there was India, EU, Australia, Belgium, Canada, France, New Zealand, UK, and Afghanistan. Before us, right? So now Trump's now saying he switched up. Okay, frankly, there are a lot of people on TikTok that love it. This is what he's saying now. There are a lot of people that love it. He said on an interview with CNBC on Monday. There are a lot of young kids on TikTok who will go crazy without it. There are a lot of users, a lot of good, and there's a lot of bad with TikTok. But now, guess what? Guess what? Donald Trump changed his tune after 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It says Trump's comments came less than 2 weeks after reports that he met with a billionaire conservative donor who is part owner of the parent company. So now, did you do that because this $1 billion co-owner is going to invest and donate to your campaign? Is that why you changed? Are you selling us out? What are we doing here? I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm giving you information. I didn't form an opinion on all of this yet because, again, there's a lot of information that we don't know. There's a lot of information that we don't know. And so, like I said, I didn't say, but is this a ploy for votes or is it for donations? And he said that the ban would benefit Facebook. This is his quote. I consider Facebook to be an enemy of the American people. This is what Donald Trump says. He said Facebook has used it to manipulate millions and interfered with the 2020 election. There's, according to the article I was reading, there's no evidence of that. But if so, we don't really have a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? But if so, they're not telling us. They're not telling us. And that's why I said I want to go deeper into this because I want to see. I did see that Mark Zuckerberg was making some donations to some questionable places. So I do want to check this out. I do want to dig a little deeper and see what kind of information that I come up with. You know, once we get all this information, I mean, we can do what we want us to get. You could take it or you could leave it, right? But I'm not going to take for face value why they saying they're banning something. I'm not going to take for face value as to why they say something is breaching our security, right? Because they breach us all the time. They breach us all the time. Isn't that why we have Social Security? Okay, so the European Union, the European Parliament, let's see, 27 blocks. Okay, wait, let me see. They have banned TikTok on staff devices, so they can't use it. Under the European Parliament's ban, lawmakers and staff were also advised to remove the TikTok app from their personal devices. Australia has banned TikTok from devices issued by the federal government. Attorney General Mark Dreyfus said he decided after getting advice from the country's intelligence and security agencies to remove it. Belgium banned TikTok from government phones over worries about cybersecurity, privacy, and misinformation. Now, I don't think it's something that everybody is in cahoots with. I feel like there is risk with all of this. And I do feel that we need more information. I do think, and we always think that our government should be a little bit more transparent with us as far as giving us information. But then they feel like, they know more than we know, and they don't want to get the world all crazy. They rather have us entertained, dumbed down, and not being able to make a decision, not being able to make an informed decision. Right? They want our decisions to be persuade by whichever agenda is being publicized at the time. My thoughts. Anybody else's thoughts? Let me know if that's what you're thinking in the chat. Let me know if that's what you're thinking in the chat. Okay, so we got Belgium. We have Canada. Canada announced that government issued devices cannot use TikTok, citing unacceptable risks to privacy and security. France, the country has banned TikTok and other social media apps like Twitter and Instagram on the government employees' phones, citing worries about insufficient data security measures. New Zealand, lawmakers and staff at New Zealand's parliament will be prohibited from having the TikTok app on their work phones, following advice from government cybersecurity experts. The UK, the British authorities have banned TikTok from mobile phones used by government ministers and civil servants. Afghanistan, Taliban leadership in Afghanistan barred TikTok and the game PUBG in 2022 on the grounds of protecting young people from being misled. Pakistan. According to the years, Pakistan has banned TikTok at least 4 times, saying its content was immoral and indecent. Nepal. The Nepali government has imposed a nationwide ban on TikTok to protect social harmony. Taiwan had in December 22 imposed a public sector ban on TikTok after the FBI warned that the app posed a national security risk. Government devices, including mobile phones, tablets, and desktop computers, are not allowed to use this China-based software. And there was something that I read in my research, in my search, that China can't use TikTok. That it's banned in China, and they can't use it. If they have to use it, they can't use it for more than 3 hours. What are your thoughts about that? Yep, I think it's that too. It's a two-edged sword from both countries. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know if you like information like this. I did this morning. I could have did this last night. I should have did it last night, because then I could have had way more information for you guys. But what are your thoughts about this? Is it making you feel like maybe you shouldn't use TikTok, or do you feel like maybe the government just don't want you to use TikTok because they don't want to see you win? Like, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. And then I was also thinking, and this may or may not have anything to do with anything, but let me go to Carter. Where you at, Carter? It's not coming up. Of course it wouldn't come up, right? Of course it wouldn't. There he goes. For the first time ever, Biden wants to make not filing a tax return a felony. Have you heard that? If you're caught, you can spend up to 5 years in prison and receive up to a $500,000 fine. This comes from Biden's 2025 tax proposal. Yes, the same proposals that mentions the 44.6 tax, 6% tax. Now I'm gonna go into that too because I want to do a deeper dive about that because I'm thinking, he was talking about the investments and if you're selling properties and things like that, then you could be tax crazy. And I'm thinking all of the people with the new money, all of the people with the new money that just made that money off social media that may be doing things like this now, this may be affecting. But I'm gonna get more information about that. I'm gonna get more information about it because it's not where I thrive at. You know what I mean? This is just information, and it's just me giving you information. You get the information, and I want you to research it, and I want you to get more information, and I want you to come back and say, "Oh, well, Nick, this is what they were saying," or you know what I'm saying? I want you to come back. I want it to be a conversation. I want us to be able to freely have a conversation, but I also want you to be armed with information that is going to be something that maybe you didn't hear, maybe coming from a different perspective, so that you can make better decisions and make the best decision for you. Let's leave, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's leave it there to make the best decisions for you. The question is, why did it take so long to take action against TikTok? Well, Donald Trump was trying. They want two classes of people, the worthy and the poor, the wealthy and the poor. Yep. I mean, it's duality, right? Um, all of it makes me uneasy. They need to be policing billionaires and corporations, not us. Yep, I saw that. I saw somewhere Twitter made. I saw that somewhere. Wait, I saw somewhere Twitter maybe that there are 8 billionaires that are controlling everywhere. I saw. Okay, you see on Twitter that 8 billionaires are controlling everything. The families, the families. What was the Rothschilds? I know for sure. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. But yeah. So I want you guys, if y'all got some information, share with me, and we can have these more conversations like this. We can have them on Speak Your Mind and Unwind. But today I wanted to talk about TikTok because it affects us as business owners. It affects us as building our communities, building our foundation for our business. And you don't want to build everything on one platform. And this is what I really want to bring home is that instead of building building yourself up on one platform, they snatch that platform from under you. Now, how are you going to pivot? You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to, start thinking of how to get your brand out there without solely depending on a social media platform. You hear people and gurus say this all the time to make sure that you're building your email list because any platform can go away at any day. We've seen Instagram shut down. We've seen Facebook shut down. We've seen these platforms come in and out. And we see people with millions of followers lose their platforms because of some reason, right? And so you don't want that to happen to you. You want to be able to, if something should happen to any of these platforms, that you're still going to be able to maneuver through in your business and still be able to thrive. So I just wanted it to kind of be like a awakening, a wake up call for you guys to just think about how are you going to get your people off the platforms and into your own database. So what are you going to do in order to have that happen? Again, if you thrive, and it doesn't even have to be TikTok, if you thrive on Facebook, all of a sudden Facebook is taken away and you can't get back in contact with your customers. Now you got to build all over again. So I want you to be mindful of that. I want you to be mindful of that. So let me know if did you enjoy today's conversation? I know it was a little unorthodox from really what we do, but let me know if you enjoyed today's conversation. Saying it to take away himself. Saying it to take it away himself. Okay. What y'all thought? What y'all think? What y'all think? I know it says India did it in 2020. So since 2017, that's when it was introduced. I don't know why it took so long. I don't know why it took so long. I should look into that. I wrote that down. Let me know if you guys let me know if you guys enjoy it today. Let me know if it was a little too heavy. Let me know if it was a little too heavy. Again, I use this moment to give information about the platform. Again, it could be a bunch of reasons as to why they want to ban the app. But if you are doing business on this app, if you are building community on this app, if you are building your following on this app, think about how you can get these people from there to your platform. Yes, you may have them, and I don't even know if they purchase off of your TikTok shop, if you have access to their information. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like Etsy, you don't have access to your their information. So I wonder if you can create your list off of TikTok utilizing people that purchase from you from TikTok shop. Does anybody know that answer? Does anybody know that answer? He's a businessman first and foremost, right? Changes with the tide. I feel you, Shelly. I feel you. Does anybody know if you are able to take your contacts and your information from there so you can put it into your email list or your database or whatever? Do you know that if you can do that from TikTok? Let's see. Do you own your contacts off of TikTok? Or does TikTok own it? Do you own your customer info from TikTok shops? Let's see. TikTok does not share personal email addresses or payment information with sellers through TikTok Shop dashboard. However, orders placed through TikTok Shop are sent to the third-party providers with order details like the item size, quantity, item, and shipping address for fulfillment and production. TikTok does share order progress information with third-party providers, such as when the item is shipped or delivered. So nope, they keep your customers' information as well. From what I'm reading from here, that's what it looks like. It looks like they keep the customer's information. I don't know. I don't know. So again, just something to make you say, something to perk up your antennas, something to make you start moving differently, something that, again, we are entrepreneurs. As entrepreneurs, we use social media to help us grow our business. So we need to make sure that we are mindful on whatever platforms that we are on. So think about ways that you can, if you are thriving on TikTok, how you can get your customers information, or how can you move them, or how can you encourage them to get on your email list. I know somebody said, and I don't remember who it was, that you can only be discussing on TikTok the thing that you have in the video, and you can't tell them to go to another platform. Something like that. Again, I am going to get some more information about this so that I can get into a deeper dive. But I really enjoy doing this. I love doing this kind of informative coffee with Nikki's, because I like to make sure that you guys have the information that you need on with the info, right? Then you can make the decisions that you need that's going to be best for you. So thank you everybody for watching. If you got this far, please make sure that you subscribe and tell a friend to subscribe to, and hit the notifications bell so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, a daily cup of information and inspiration. May 9th, we are going to have a budgeting class, a business budgeting class for babes. And 101, we're going to have that May 9th. So make sure you put that on your calendar. We will be live here at 7 p.m. For that class. So make sure you are there, and make sure that you put the notifications bell on. I heard a lady spell the word site. Oh, because you can't send them over to the website. Gotcha. All right, y'all. So let's pick this up tomorrow. Come back with your thoughts after you digest it. If you're watching a replay, put your comments in the comment section and let me know how you felt about today's live. And with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. And y'all have an amazing day. Bye, y'all.